Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughened him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
As the agent for Peyton, Ansley, John Milton, you are indicating to me that you're quite familiar with Peyton, Ansley, John Milton, and that's basically you. Is that correct?
I am the agent authorized to represent Peyton, Ansley, John Milton, as written, all capital letters.
All right, and you understand for my purposes, that language doesn't make any sense. So
No, I do not.
I understand. Okay, well, I'm telling you that. And so until you disabuse me of the motion, or the notion, I am inclined to believe that you are both the agent and the person. So. And it's
I'm
all
not a
caps.
person, I am one of the people, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I am the Recovery Addict. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. Good to have you here. Happy Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. I realize that this is a holiday for many parts of the world, many parts of the country. Many courts are not working today, but our court in Arizona will be. We will be jumping in live with them in a couple hours. Let's see, it's about 2.5 hours, I think, before their court starts because they're over there in Arizona. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. A big special good morning to Jennifer Juniper. Jennifer Juniper, good morning. Nice to see you here, bright and early. I'd say early because you were here before everybody else. Well, we were all here, and everyone was quiet, and then you typed in chat, and you said hi, and it shattered the stillness of the morning, and that's a crime. I don't know how else to say that. You type in chat when it's quiet. The first person to type in chat is committing a crime, and you did that this morning.
When are we going to break for lunch, Judge?
Yeah, about that. We cannot let this go unpunished, Jennifer. We're going to go ahead and send it to you to internet ownership for at least the morning. I think this is the first offense for you. You're only going to have from now until when we go live with the court out of Arizona. So we're sending it to you with the internet ownership. What that means for you is that in addition to any other duties or responsibilities that may be falling upon your shoulders today, first and foremost, you have to take care of everyone's issues with the internet. That's correct. So if somebody has a microwave clock that needs to be reset, if someone's home Wi-Fi password is not working on a device, they're just going to call you, and you just make sure you prioritize their issues above any of yours, and you fix all those issues for everyone worldwide. So go ahead and do that. Hopefully this teaches you a lesson, Jennifer. Hopefully you learn have the importance of stillness in the morning and quiet and peace and not just blurting out hi in chat. No, we're actually glad you did, because all the rest of us want to talk, but none of us want the punishment. So we're glad you're taking one for the team here. If you would like to commemorate this very special occasion, which goes on your permanent record, I may add, you may head over to the shopping tab on the YouTube page, and you may purchase for the low fine of 50 cents your own commemorative certificate, forever immortalizing this event, which you can download and then fill in fill in your name on the blank, and then you can just add that to your resume or hang it on the wall or something else. It's quite a nice little certificate, if I say so myself. It comes pre-signed by myself and my boss, Mrs. R.A. So thank you very much. Congratulations. It's always fun to have a new offender in there. All right. Good morning. Oh, if you guys missed, the fact that you're up right now means there's a good chance you missed the podcast last night because it was late. You need to go back and watch it.
With more experience.
We had so much fun last night.
Don't miss the forest for the trees.
Thomas, as always, brings his A game every single time. We also had Roy back on from the Tales from the Principal's Office, and he is hilarious. My wife and I were actually watching his last video that where he talks about making an announcement as a joke in front of all the student body and with a microphone and everything, and halfway through the announcement.
Is that correct?
choking up, not because of what he was announcing, but it was it's hilarious. You have to watch the story. He does such a good job putting it together. So if you haven't, head over to Tales from the Principal's Office and make sure you put that on your playlist. It's a great little watch. Anyway, big shout out to Roy. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast. It was a lot of fun. And Thomas, as always, thank you, my friend. All right. That being said, we're here for birthdays. Really, that's pretty much what we're here for right now. So this is your time. If you have a birthday today, or if you have a birthday coming during this holiday weekend, would like to be celebrated today, I'll even give you a pass and say you can get it both today and on Monday. So you might get double dip on that as far as being sung to. But if you do, make it known now. Now is the appropriate time. I think Britta Aller, did I see you in there on the list? You've got a birthday tomorrow or today or
the zombie apocalypse may be upon us.
It may be upon us. You know what? On YouTube this morning, believe it or not, I watch YouTube in my spare time. I ran into Luke McFadden. Okay, he's a live streamer. He's a YouTuber from Maryland, and he's a crabber.
Object.
He's a crabber. If you don't know, I like watching people who film their jobs and just. I feel like I get to know somebody.
People do not get to have it their way.
I get to know someone in a capacity that I'll never be a crabber. I'll probably get seasick as soon as I step on a boat. But but he is a crabber, and he just sort of takes us along, and you get to learn about the crabbing lifestyle as he crabs on the Chesapeake, and he's not far from the Baltimore Harbor, and so he was actually live. He was live on the water from his boat 7 hours after the bridge went down. He was up there, and he was like, "This is where we are." If there was any help, he's the sort of guy who'd be like, "Can I help search? I can volunteer. I can." He's just an amazing little. I call him a kid because he looks like he's 12. Okay, but he's married, but he just was born with a cute little baby face, and he never lost it. So anyway, Luke McFadden, great guy, catches blue crabs and sells them at a little stand on the side of the road up there in Maryland. Anyway, I was thinking I need to reach out to him to see if he would come on the show, because we were talking about the bridge, but we'll see. But here's the update. What we have so far is Kiss Me a Cow, Cindy Collins, Selena Team Minority, Britta Aller, Alley Cat, Sierra Harity, all have birthdays today or over the weekend. If you have a birthday today or over the weekend and you didn't hear your name on that list, you better let us know soon, because let's see. Because if you don't, then we won't sing to you. That's it. We won't sing to you because we won't know. It's not that we don't want to. It's we don't know. Miss Jen PhD says, happy belated birthday. You're my birthday twin. Happy birthday last week, Miss Jen. Wendy says, love Luke McFadden. He's so much more than a crabber. Everybody please follow. This guy, he's got YouTube down. I mean, he's like 10 times what I am on YouTube. Amazing. And I love he does it. Okay. I over-engineer everything, right? I think Luke has like 2 cameras. One's on his phone, and he's got a GoPro. That's like all he does, right? And he makes just these amazing clips. He is hilarious. He's got these running jokes. If you ever watch for what he calls hammers, it's hilarious because he always uses the wrong tool for the job, and it's just because that's what he has, And yes, it's yes, he does ship. Lois, he does ship crabs. You can buy them. I think you can buy them online. I think he has a website where you can buy them. He also sells them in person. It's not crabbing season right now, though. How did you guys come across his channel? I've always liked learning about the Eastern Shore. I like the water. I like seafood. Although I've never had blue crab, I'm still scared to try it. But somewhere where I was learning about the water, I ran across him, and I'm like, oh my goodness! And I think it was on like YouTube or TikTok live, and he was live streaming. And he's on his boat with he's out there pulling pots and dumping crabs out and rebaiting them, throwing them in, and I'm like, this is just cool. This is just so cool to see somebody who has a sort of unique lifestyle that very few people do that nowadays. It's tons of work. The margins are very slim. You get one bad day of weather and you lose thousands of dollars. But anyway, it was just cool. So neither here nor there. But Luke McFadden on YouTube is a fun watch if you want to just watch. He's a good guy. That's all he is. You get this vibe that he's just a good guy. If you were around him, he'd be your friend, and he's a crabber. So he likes to buy junky boats and try to fix them up too. All right, where was I? I lost my birthday things. I'll find them again. Don't worry. Let's see, Sharon. I'll get them. Here they are. Oh, there they go. Okay. We've got these right here. Let's see. Loud and Proud, me tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna have to add you to the list. Just 1 second. Unless I sent you a possible case to the burger phone last night. I think you mean burner, but I know it. But I know what she tried to spell. Abby says, I'm from Ocean City, Maryland. Abby, welcome. Oh, Loud and Proud. My birthday is tomorrow. Okay, we're going to put you on the list. Did I miss anything else? I've never had gator. Wait. I think I had it once at Rodizio Grill. It was either gator or rattlesnake. I don't remember which one it was, but it was some sort of reptile that I ate. It might have been iguana. I don't know what it was, but I had it one time. Daughter-in-law, Devlin's is Sunday. Okay, so wait. I need these all together. I can't keep two messages on the screen at once. That's the problem. So, Devin. Did I say Devlin? Devin. Loud and Proud. It's going to be a two-verser for sure. Use Kari instead of my screen name for birthday. It says Kiss Me a Cow. I will do that. Let's see. Hang on. Where is everybody else? Let's see. Future, you have them right here. Let's see. So now we're going to do Kari. Is it Kari or Carrie? I think it's Kari. Cindy Collins. Happy birthday to Cindy. Britta Aller. Why I do this? Why I type this on the one keyboard where the B key does not work? I don't know. I've got other keyboards, but I insist on doing it on this one. Alley Cat, happy birthday to you. Sierra. And Selena. Okay, now let me see if I've got this right. Devin, Loud and Proud, Kari, Cindy, Britta, Alley Cat, Sierra, and Selena. Man, it's going to be a really tight fit if we put them all in one verse. Wait, no, we haven't missed the song yet. I'm just slow in getting started. That's all. He's such a sweet guy. He's amazing. I imagine he sells the best blue crab in the world, but let's see. Is he from Maryland? Always looking for good crabs. He is from Maryland. He crabs on the Chesapeake. Okay. Okay. It's Carrie like Carrie. Carrie. All right. I will put in my phonetic spelling so I sing it right. So Devin, Loud and Proud, Carrie, Cindy, Britta, Alley Cat, Sierra, and Selena. We're going to sing to you. Is there anyone else that I missed? If there is, let me know right now. We want to include everybody this morning. I'm not seeing any tags. Just Selena. Yeah, I've got just Selena. That's good. I saw that one. All right, I think we're good. All right, it is time. It is time this morning for the world's largest birthday sing-along. I mean, where else can people say you've been sung to from virtually every continent in the world all simultaneously? other than right here. We're claiming it. I'm not sure if we really are on every continent, but we've got quite a few represented. So the dancers are ready. This is not me soloing to you. This is you joining me. I like to think I'm leading, but really we're blending our voices in unison and actually more in unison. We're in full parts. But we're going to warm up with the la 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 la. Mike, thank you very much for leading us in that. And we're going to sing Commit This to Memory. Commit This to Memory. We're singing to Devin, Loud and Proud, Carrie, Cindy, Britta, Alley Cat, Sierra, and Selena. Those are some names that we can rattle through. I'm going to do one verse, and we're going to fit it all in perfectly and not mess up the timing or anything. Everybody, places, dancers, get ready on your cue. Deep breath, shoulders back, blend your voices with that of your neighbors and project to the back of the room. Remember, breathe with your diaphragm. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Devin, Loud, Carrie, Cindy, Britta, Ollie, Kat, Sierra, and Selena. Happy birthday to you. I don't think we've ever fit that many names in one verse. That was a lot. So I'll say it again right here, slower. Devin, Loud and Proud, Carrie, Cindy, Britta, Alley Cat, Sierra, and Selena, happy birthday. Happy birthday. That was quite a mouthful. The cha-cha-chas were beautiful. Dancers are still working it. Wow. We should probably take this show on the road, honestly. We've got this down to an art. I appreciate it. I see that the costume repair, the unfortunate costume malfunction from yesterday has been repaired. Thank you very much. Hopefully no one remembers or no pictures were taken at the time. All right, happy birthday to all those who are celebrating a birthday today or over the weekend. Have a happy birthday. I'm so glad you're here. There are a million places you could be, and a million people that probably would want to be with you. But here you are, Sierra. I wasn't going to call you out. I knew I heard the tear, but it was because you were doing the high kick, probably a little too much. But it tore right there on the knee. That's what we were talking about. Anyway, sorry. The million places you could be, you're here with us. Thank you very much. Hopefully we can make your day a little bit better. Man, it was my birthday suit, though. That's bad. Don't tear your birthday suit. Bug Dugger, you just got here. It's not your birthday, is it? Or did you just saying you missed the singing? Bug Dugger now soloing just to catch up. Oh, man, there is a trial today. There is, but because it's in Arizona, it's got a late start. So 11:30 Eastern time, which means 10:30 Central. Oh, that's our cue. Everyone get your air drumsticks. Remember, we're doing the it's on the toms. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Big finish. There it is. We've got it. The air drums are great. Where was I? I forget. I strained something. Everyone, now's a good time to take the ibuprofen. Take it with food, remember. Don't want anyone to get sick. Do your best, Phil Collins. Oh, my goodness. I love this group. This morning, I don't know what I would do without it. It's great. It is Friday today. It is Good Friday. Many courts not going to be happening today. What that means for us, honestly, and I'm sort of want to give this as a little bit of a warning, is that a lot of the other courts that people have been watching, some of the other trials, because there are many trials going on right now, people are going to turn on their computer and be ready to watch court, and it's not going to happen today, which means we probably will have a few more people watching today than we normally do, and we might have some people who don't understand the rules. I would just ask everybody to give people a little bit of space and give the mods a chance to gently correct people if they might be a little bit off base or not figure out exactly what we do here on the channel. But that'll probably happen today. Maggie Carr says, have a wonderful Easter. Well, 14 months. I was going to say 6, but no, that's 14 months of support. Maggie, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Easter yourself. Hopefully you've got some candy for Easter. I guess candy's important. Let's see. Lynn says, thank you so much for singing to my daughter-in-law, Devin. Sent her the clip. Wonderful, Lynn. Appreciate that. Happy birthday, Devin. Let's see. Okay. We will prevail, says Lily Wayne. We will. It's going to be great. I can't wait to be sung to on my birthday. I'm so excited. Melissa, we're excited to sing to you. I cannot wait for that as well. So yeah, basically the rules, all we're talking about on the live stream is there will be some people that appear in chat, usually on days like today, where they had another court they were following, and they jump in and they just start talking. And sometimes they're saying things and they don't understand that we're a really friendly group here, and they might come in swinging because that's what they're used to. They've had to, anywhere they type in chat, they're ready to just like defend and get beaten up for whatever they say, and so they might come in with that same forceful aggressiveness. And here it's great to have a different opinion. We love that. We appreciate that. We just ask that it be shared respectfully, and none of the name calling, and keep the political stuff out for as much as we possibly can with this trial. And that's it. So if you see somebody who sort of breaks the rules, instead of like calling them out or jumping all over them, let the mods sort of take care of it. And if it's a problem, we'll sort of phase them out or set them aside a little bit, let them cool off. But that being said, it's going to be a short day. We just don't know how short. The judge has said he's mindful of the weekend and the holiday and everything, and so he's going to try to get them out a little early. But the prosecution has they have some witnesses, at least 2 witnesses that they want to bring in today, but they need other witnesses to bring in things before them. And so they have a whole bunch of witnesses they might call out of order. They might call a witness, ask them a couple key questions, clear the witness, get them off the stand, but reserve the right to recall them because they want to use them later for a longer time, but they just need a little bit before they can get onto another witness. So we might see some rapid fire witnesses first thing in the morning with very short, almost like, is that it? Is that all we had? Type things. And then we're going to hear the other witnesses this afternoon. And so whenever that's done, we'll end this afternoon. So maybe 3, maybe 4 witnesses. Don't be surprised if that's all we get to today, and probably early out after lunch, which will, I don't know, maybe 4 o'clock for the East Coasters. Lena H., happy Easter. Loved the podcast last night. Thanks for all you do. Thank you. The podcast last night was one of my favorites. I say that every week, but it just gets better and better. I really love doing the podcast with Thomas and having Roy there. Roy is hilarious. Great guy. I'm so glad I got to meet him. The prosecutor said they're going to ask important questions and move on. So instead of a 2-hour testimony, just the important stuff. Let's see. I woke up and your stream was still going for me this morning. Corey, what's up? What up? Good to have you here, Corey. Did you hear the Delphi case? The judge wants court on Saturdays for that trial, and no media, right? He locked down the media. Is that correct on that one? That's the last I heard. Let's see. Corey says, been a hot minute. Work's gone crazy, but I'm back. Corey, good to have you here. I love that your profile picture has your camera in there. That is just awesome. That's a great picture. I see the backlight. You've got like a halo effect on your profile picture. So you've clearly got some fun lighting going on in there. Love it. No media. So what's going to happen on the Delphi case if you want to follow that one? And a lot of people do. You're going to have to get a little comfy with social media because it's going to end up that you're going to have people. I think like Bob Mata is going to be. They're going to be in the courtroom and they'll be live tweeting. I mean, thumbs going like crazy on their phones as they're trying to verbatim tweet all the key parts that happen in the trial, which is tough to do. I mean, it takes a skill to be able to do that. Some news reporters are just phenomenal at it. We'll have some there, so you'll be able to follow, but it won't be live audio, it won't be live video. You'll be waiting from tweet to tweet and refreshing constantly. The best YouTube or the best social media platform, if you want to follow that, for that, and it's just how it works. I'm not saying that this is, you have to like it or not. Twitter is going to be your best bet if you want up to the second information on that, and you probably will want to get in sort of early and start following some of the accounts that are going to be following the trial early, so that you don't have to be like, okay, now I've downloaded Twitter, now how do I find the people? So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that one if you want to follow the Delphi case without media. So if you need more information about that or have some questions, feel free to reach out to me on the burner phone. Obviously, we're not going to be there in the courtroom. We're not following that case that closely, but I realize a lot of people want to, and I want to help you in any way I can if you need access to that. All right, why does the judge want Saturdays for Delphi? One of a million questions we have for that judge. One of a million questions. One what's it about? Two young girls that are murdered, and it was a cold case for so long. It's a lot there. Let's see. I think today is an emergency hearing or something for Hannah Reed. That hearing has to do with their request for a retrial, which is why her sentencing has been postponed. If she does get a retrial, it most likely will happen that Alec Baldwin's goes first. So Hannah would basically get a reset as if trial hadn't happened, and then Alec Baldwin would go first, and then she would go after. So interesting. And the defense of Richard Allen has to fund themselves. What in the world? Where have you heard this? That literally the lawyers for Richard Allen have to set up a GoFundMe because they're not getting paid. Okay, they're like, please help pay us because we are not allowed to quit and we're not getting paid. It is a bizarre trial. It has some weird stuff going on. Why did the judge ban the media? Probably because of the attention it was getting, and he didn't want it. Let's see. Melon says, I just watched Luke McFadden's Heartbreak over the Key Bridge, and it made me cry. I'll definitely seek him out for crabs. Thanks for the introduction. He's a great YouTuber. He's a great guy. I mean, he's one of those people that is just authentic on, like, you get the feel that if you met him in person, he would be exactly the same as he was if you saw him on his live stream. And that's just neat. I like that. I like that. Once you find people like that, I like to help him any way I can. He's a huge YouTuber. I'm tiny compared to him, but he's a good guy. And if you like blue crabs from Maryland, he's your go-to person. And please let him know that I sent you, because I'd love to be able to get an in with him and do an interview. So if there's some way you can say, hey, I heard about you from this channel, I'd appreciate that, because I'm going to try to reach out to him and see if we can connect at some point. Okay, what did I miss about the retrial of Hannah? Okay, Martha, it's not necessarily a retrial yet. Hannah got convicted in court. This is the Rust shooting. She was the armorer on the Rust movie. She got convicted in court, and she was due to be sentenced. That was the next thing that was supposed to happen. But because of a ruling in another court that her lawyers say affects the law as to how the jury instructions were treated in her case, they're saying this is grounds for mistrial because the jury had the wrong information going into the deliberation. And if this is true, which some people are saying it's baseless, and other people are saying, yeah, this is like a sure bet. This is definite mistrial. So we've got people on both sides. If so, it basically resets her case back to, I believe, the beginning. So she gets a new full trial, not just a new, because, I mean, it wasn't sentencing yet. So it would be a new full trial. And so there's a hearing coming up where her lawyers are going to argue that argument before the judge and say, this is why we feel we need a new trial. I think it's a long shot. I do. But we'll see. EDB and Runkle don't think Hannah's getting a new trial. The judge has to basically admit that she did something wrong. And granted, in this case, I think it has to do with another decision that was made regarding the same sort of situation as in Hannah's trial that then changes what the judge did into something that was wrong that was right before or hadn't been ruled on before. It's a little convoluted, but it's all good. I don't think they're public defenders. No, because that lawyer, the public defenders, you're talking about Hannah's case? Because that lawyer was there from the get-go. I think she hired him right away. All right, Jen Javier. Sorry, Ari, I've been missing in action. Work has been crazy. Good to have you back. Have you heard about Corey Richens' love affair? Oh, my goodness. The Corey Richens case is a gift that just keeps giving. It gets more and more bizarre. I think you're talking about her mom. Her mom had a friend. That friend died shortly after Corey Richens' mom became the sole recipient of a life insurance policy on her. And that friend also died from, I believe it was a drug overdose. Yes, lots of similarities, lots of eye-opening, like, what type situations there. Lots happening. Corey Richens also got a whole handful of new charges dumped on her, mostly related to mortgage fraud. Oh, she had a paramour. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Corey had a allegedly. But Corey Richens text. There is so much stuff out there. I have not seen this part. I'll have to research it. New text message shows she might have had an affair. Okay, all this is coming out. This is going to be all over the place. Oh man, no. I meant, does Richard Allen have a public defender with the GoFundMe thing? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how. I think he had paid lawyers, but now he can't afford them anymore, and the judge won't let them quit. It might be the same situation that Chad Daybell's in, because his lawyer did the same thing. He was a paid lawyer, and he literally owns Chad Daybell's house. Chad Daybell signed his house over to his lawyer because he's like, I have no more money. All I've got left is my house. He signed the house over. There's nothing else left to pay the lawyer, and the lawyer then says, "Hey, judge, I'm not getting paid anymore. I'd like to quit." And the judge's like, "Nope, you're on here. You've been paid for this case. You just got paid up front." Lots of fun things happening. Man, this summer is going to be nuts with cases. Let's see, what is... Okay, let's see what else we have to go over this morning. I thought they were public defenders. They might be. I don't know the Delphi case inside and out like that. The GoFundMe is because the judge won't fund experts for the defense. That makes more sense, Pamper Glamper. Is it doing well? I don't want to do a shout out to it. That seems a little dirty, but for someone who knows, is that GoFundMe doing well for the Delphi defense? K-Rab says, no, not allegedly. They have texts. It's like, no, this isn't, there's more evidence there. Is that what you're saying? Well, I'll keep the word allegedly in there because I don't have personal knowledge of it for now. Weather Watch, good morning. Good to see you up, my friend. Great night last night. Appreciate the podcast and all you do to make that amazing. Screener says it's too early in the morning for spice. It's too early. There is so much stuff going on. There is so much. I'm surprised we don't have a new Sarah Boone letter. Okay. Why would the lawyer want that house? He doesn't want that house. I'm pretty sure the lawyer's going to sell it if he hasn't already. Let's see. Are you doing Daybell's trial? Probably not. We have to look at what happens and what courts get moved out at that time. We might. It's going to be a tough one, but we might. Obviously, it's, first of all, it has kids. Okay, it has kids in it, and just horrific details, and those are really, really hard. I realize there's a lot of interest in the case, but it's a really, really hard case. It's similar but different in a way to the case we're following right now, where it has the case we have right now is politics, and that one has religion, and both of those can be tough topics for an online community to sort of work with without a lot of I don't know, problems. I don't know. So it's a tough one, but we'll see. Brandy would be covering Chad. If we do, then we both would at the same time. We try to do different trials. So Brandy covered Lori Vallow as well. I haven't known you to turn down spice before, says Greeners to Nosy Rosie. The GoFundMe for defense is almost funded. They have $21,000 out of the $25,000 goal. Is that two? That's got to be two experts. Because most experts are right in the range of, I'd say, $7,500 to $15,000. That's got to be two experts, or one very, very expensive experts. Okay, we have the Treehouse trial retrial. What's the date on the Treehouse retrial? I've got. I'm showing that Franklin Tucker is going to be 4/4. So April 4th. Is that the start of the trial, or is that a pretrial hearing? Does anyone know on that one for sure? Witchy Poo, we do follow cases that have children in them, but we're mindful of the fact that that it's emotionally draining. It's very difficult. The days that you're sitting and listening to autopsy reports of kids and the horrible things that were done to them they suck your soul out, through your skin. It's terrible. It's very hard that way, and because of that, we it's not that we don't cover them. I think there are some cases that are important to cover, and we're there for justice in that case and supporting that. But I'm mindful. I've had hundreds and hundreds of you reach out to me and just say, I can't. This is just too heavy. And so we're mindful about which ones we take and how often we take a case like that. That's all. It's a motions hearing for Tucker. Okay. Yeah, we need to know the date for Tucker. I don't know when it is. Is Sarah Boone trial been live streamed? The trial has not happened yet. Sarah Boone is scheduled for, right away. Let's see. She's up May 13th. So May 13th, it looks like, is I think the court date. She has a couple hearings before that possibly will have some news coverage. They all have had a little bit of news coverage locally. Let's see. Sierra, you had a great question. What was the question? Let me see. Did we get an update on the DNA results from the Judge Wolf case about the inheritance? I have not seen that. If anyone has seen that that happen, here's the thing, Sierra. As spicy as that case was, and we're talking about the missing daughter that suddenly showed up and is the sole recipient of all the inheritance instead of being divided amongst all the other kids. As spicy as that case was, and the arguments back and forth, and the salacious details that came out during that case, that was bizarre. For the most part, the family, right at the end, they basically accepted and said, look, if she's the daughter, it's hers. And so the solution, once the results come in, it literally could be an out-of-court agreement where she says, hey, here's the DNA. Look, I'm a descendant. I'm literally who I say I am. And they're like, okay. And they just agree out of court, and we never hear about it without actually knowing somebody. So it's possible that could happen. If she's not the daughter and disputes it, it's basically like a 10 minutes in court. Look, we did the science, and you're lying to us, is what the court says. So, let's see. Becca has a birthday today. Becca, why are you up so late? No, just kidding. You missed the morning song, Becca. I'm so sorry. Happy birthday, Becca. Happy birthday. Late, but I'm here. Happy birthday, Becca. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becca. Happy birthday to you. There we go. That's all we can do because you're late. We can't get you a full song. You're going to have to wait a whole other year to have a whole song. I'm sorry. That's so mean. Rules be rules, though, Becca. Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful one. Consider yourself sung, too. I do hope all the good wishes we had for everyone else will be there for you as well. Half a pancake at Denny's for you, yes. Leftover pancakes at Denny's. All right, so what are we doing until court opens? We're going to take a tiny break, as we always do, because we're going to have a different thumbnail. That way it will keep this part out of the playlist for people who just want to watch that case. It sort of keeps it a little bit cleaner on the playlist. Let's see. Caught me off guard, but I got a quick little dance in, a little shimmy. Let's see. My son took my birthday off so he can get me my pancakes. Yes, this is the exclusive pre-stream. I've never done a members only stream, and I don't have any plans to ever do that. I've always said, even from the very beginning, if you guys, the original OGs, the 13 of you who started, day one with me, know that I said I originally I didn't want to even limit chat to people who are subscribed. I wanted it to be wide open, and I've always wanted the channel to be that way. So you don't have to pay to play. I think that oftentimes some of the smartest people in the room and people with the most insightful comments and questions might not be the people who have just cash laying aside that they can send a super chat and get moved to the top of the list. And so I always have tried to keep this channel and the conversation and chat as open as possibly, so anyone who has anything to say that's constructive can be included in that. And I don't know why I'm talking about this, but but yeah, we've done that from day one. So the members only stuff. So that's why we've never had a members only channel. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate those who gift memberships that help people get out of slow mode. Originally, I didn't want to do slow mode either, but we found that once chat gets really, really big, unfortunately, trolls do exist on the internet, and for the mods to be able to catch them, we have to have slow mode. Otherwise, they can do a lot of damage to a channel very, very quickly. And unfortunately, people get caught up in that who don't deserve. I mean, I wish I could individually grant you the ability to chat without being a member and not getting in slow mode. But let's see. What is the first of all, Angie, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. That is super generous. Melissa says, what is the best thing to say to people who get upset when you turn slow mode on? Someone got upset the other day, and I felt bad. I didn't know how to handle it. Here's what I'll say. Most of the time, unless we have, I think the most we've had in chat was 17,000. And 17,000 people in chat, even with slow mode, it's too fast to read. I can't keep up with it. The mods can't keep up. At that point, you just let go, and it's like a runaway anchor. You just stand back and hope it doesn't hit you. There's nothing you can do there, even with a 5-minute delay on slow mode. But what I like to do, particularly, is if someone really is upset about slow mode, I tell them to reach out to me personally on the burner phone. I'd love to talk to people. I don't want anyone to be upset, right? And if there's a misunderstanding, I think there's a good chance that some people just need to be heard. And once they get heard, they feel a lot better. And sometimes they feel like they're not seen as well. But the reason slow mode exists is so we can see other chats, so we can see all these comments. If it's not on, it goes so fast with people who literally can just spam, emoji across the screen, and then chats just disappear and nobody sees it. So it's actually for their benefit that slow mode's on, even though it's a little frustrating and makes conversation a little harder. Let's see. I talk about Bruno. What a great community. Thanks for this space. Thank you for 5 months. Love the pooch on the pick. Cindy Collins gifted 5 memberships as well. Thank you, Cindy. And Corey Hill, member for 3 months. It's been 3 months since I subbed. Dang. Corey, congratulations. We got a super chat. Got a new membership and a membership message out of you, Corey. Thank you for your generosity today. Ricky C gifted 5 memberships as well. This slow mode doesn't affect anyone in green, and this community is so giving that very few people have to tolerate slow mode for very long, unless you're 80s Music Man for some reason who just cannot win this. One time we got him a membership. We've got to talk to YouTube and just see what's wrong with that. Or maybe we might just have to mod you, 80s Music Man, so you can permanently be able to talk. All right. I think that is everything we've got here. We've got an hour and 45 minutes before we are going to start the live stream for the court case. So if there's anything else we need to talk about that's not related to the Arizona trial, we can do that now. If you have any questions about court cases, if you have any updates, or if there's anything I can answer. I find YouTube's random censorship more aggravating than slow mode. K-Rab, part of that is me. I will tell you that I can't show you, but I wish I could show you the list of bad words, because I have to type in the list of bad words, and I have a list of, I don't know, it's a lot of words where I basically have to say, these are words that if it's in the chat, I need you to hold it so the mods can say, is this good or bad? When it gets busy and some of these words get flagged, they're not words that we need to use in our everyday conversation. Generally, they're words you wouldn't say to your mom or to your grandma or in the presence of your kids. They're sometimes very crude, rude, derogatory, things like that. So if you have a word like that in what you said and you try to type something and it just doesn't appear on screen, try to repeat what you said without that word. Don't try to get around it with like asterisks and weird characters, because that'll just get you banned. But try to remove a word that might be probably not appropriate for the community, and see if it works. Hey, whatchamacallit? Welcome. Thank you for the super sticker. I love it. I love the name as well. That's just awesome. Corey Hill gifted a membership. Thank you, Corey Hill. All right. It was definitely YouTube in my case. Yes, that often affects live streamers. more than viewers. And all I can say is that YouTube, I wouldn't say, well, yes, they use AI a little bit, but YouTube has an algorithm. Like before AI was a thing, they had these computers that were crunching numbers and analyzing live streams and deciding when something was appropriate or not appropriate for YouTube.
I'm not a cat.
And so sometimes it's just wrong. It flags things that shouldn't be, and it happens. Let's see. Anything else we need to answer here? Celebrate our 28th wedding anniversary, says Melissa, this year. We've been together since July 28th, 1995. I know what you mean about people not being kind of disabled. I've dealt with it a lot. Melissa P., since
this is
right
not
after
Burger
high
King.
school.
People do not get to have it their way.
Right? Aren't we the same age, Melissa? That's like right after high school.
When are we going to break for lunch, Judge?
Okay. Let's see. I think that's it. A lot on YouTube needs to be addressed by YouTube. And I participate because I'm in I guess a certain YouTube like ranks content creators by different stats, and I've moved up from
just subject matter jurisdiction,
the very smallest category, into one where they actually care what I think a little bit. Okay, and I don't know how much they care what I think, but they are at least asking me what I think. And so about every other month, they'll send me a poll, and this is like an in-depth poll where I have to like give long written essay type answers, and it takes like 45 minutes to complete, and they ask things about that, about the censorship, about what we do like, about what we don't, what viewers are complaining about, and we always are putting on there the push notifications are not working. People say that they've subscribed and rung the bell and their notifications are turned on for YouTube, but they're not getting notified, and so I'm constantly sort of trying to forward that information onto YouTube as best I can. It will take. I think once I'm over 100,000 subscribers, if that happens, fingers crossed, if that happens, then I get a actual physical person that I can talk to at YouTube. I'll have like my own brand manager or account manager that I can talk to. So I'm excited about that. All right. Tammy Dunlap, happy anniversary tomorrow, 33rd anniversary. That is really, really cool. What makes random audio clips happen? Tremol123. You do, believe it or not. I can tell you how.
When are we going to break for lunch, Judge?
Stuff like that. If somebody types exclamation point commands, it looks like they already did. All these words on these lists.
I'm not a camel.
If you type an exclamation point and then that word in chat,
because he's the guy.
It triggers these effects, and I use an application called Lumia Stream, which is actually running on this PC right here. And so what it's doing.
Somebody just sent me a video of roaches fighting.
They're all going.
I don't know who won.
What it's doing is it.
This is not Burger King. People do not get to have it their way.
It scans chat. And it looks for these commands, and if it sees a command, this computer plays a sound effect.
The sound of the apocalypse may be upon us.
The sound effects are routed from this computer into my soundboard right here, and so it comes in on this channel. So if this channel is up, you can hear them. If it's down, you won't. So I can raise and lower the commands, but it lets. I wanted a way that wasn't really too intrusive, that you guys could sometimes insert a timely little comment or a sound bite, which
Alex stole it.
We periodically just make more sound bites, depending on what's happening.
Bring the jury.
And I wanted it for you guys to be able to insert it, and it's funny when court's actually in session.
The forest for the trees.
We pretty much turn them off just because most of us are there for court. There's the buffer sound. That one's just for the mods. Only mods can make that.
I was kicked back, taking it easy.
Anyway, I bring that up. Thanks for asking the question. Sometimes in court, there's a soundbite that just is so good. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, soundbite. We need that right there as a soundbite. And I can add that, and we can make new commands. And anyway, so some of the commands have sound effects, and some of them have just like a word response. Like this one points to the fact that we sell a little mouse pad over, I think it's on eBay, that has the channel logo on it. But they're interactive that way. So same with the seat command. The seat command is only for members. That just. When are we going to break for lunch? It's my way of, like right here, Kayla just put it in chat. It's my way of saying thank you for supporting me. And
are we going to address subject matter?
I want to thank you at the same time. I don't want other people who aren't in a financial position to support me not be able to participate. So that's one of the only things we do for members only. Which judge says bring the jury? Judge Newman, I think. Judge Newman out of the Alex Murdaugh trial was bring the jury. Any other questions we can answer? I got a cool question from somebody who actually was live streaming the same trial we were over on, I think on Facebook. And they sent me an email saying, hey, I got a copyright strike from you. What happened? And I don't know how they got a copyright strike because I've never issued a copyright strike on anyone who's used my channel. I've asked some people not to do it when they take the content and have us on the screen and have more of a caustic type environment where they're attacking people and things like that. I've done that, but I've never issued a copyright strike on anybody. And but for some reason, I think Facebook in that case recognized one of the songs from YouTube's audio library as being licensed for YouTube, but not for Facebook. So I think that's why they got a copyright strike. It wasn't me. I apologize. I don't know how to fix that on that side. Betsy Jean gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Betsy Jean. Very, very kind. Just for a little insight, the person who was using our live stream, she, the way I understand it, she translates for the deaf. So the deaf can hear court. So she'll take the court feed and listen to it, and she has to have the volume up pretty high because she's partially deaf herself. And my channel has the best, she says my channel has the best volume. I'm not like bragging there, but that's what she said. And so she does that, and then she does ASL, American Sign Language, over the video. So people who need sign language where we can't get a closed captioning are able to watch. So that was really cool. I'm trying to help her out a little bit. Gave her some advice on how to get the audio where she wants it to make it work and hopefully avoid those copyright strikes. All right. Virginia Little, thank you as well. Wow, you guys are super generous this morning. Gift memberships are flying out the window. Shout out to our deaf audience. Yes, really. She said, is it okay? I mean, I'll shout out your channel. I said, you don't need to do that. I love what you're doing. And I told her I would never issue a strike for somebody who's doing something like that. You pretty much have to be making voodoo dolls of me and cursing my parents for me to be upset with what you do with my content. Okay, I realize there's a lot to make fun of right here. Right, I'm not a professional YouTuber or streamer or anything else. There's a lot of content you can look at me and laugh, and I realize that, and I laugh with you, but that's it. Anyway, yeah, I am a huge fan of people doing what I do, and it doesn't have to be court, right? It can be
the apocalypse may be upon us.
It can be anything you're interested in.
I mean, I've got taking it easy.
My wife's friend likes doing art, and I said, you could paint online and just set up a live stream and answer questions and include people in the artwork, because everyone loves to see your pictures when they're done, but how many people get to see it as it's being made? I love taking what I do, which is tech, and encouraging people to sort of broaden the scope of what they're doing that way. And there's room for everybody, Melissa. That's the thing. YouTube, the world is big, right? It's huge. My mind is blown away with just the sheer scope of the internet and the reach of the internet. I mean, we have, Angela connects from over across the pond, or Mathis, and we've got people from South Africa and Australia, and it's bizarre that I can sit here, in my old house in North Carolina, and talk into this little microphone, and people can hear all around the world. So it's amazing. There are so many people out there. There's room for many, many, many people, and so many people have good talents that need to be shared. All right. I'm in Sweden. Yes. Is it Amy Rosen? Amy Rosen, welcome. Welcome from Sweden. I've been to Norway, but I have not been to Sweden. Went to Oslo and around that area where I've got family. All right. I only laugh with you, Recovery Addict, unless you're chasing a roach with some Febreze. Then I laugh at you a wee bit. I deserve to be laughed at for that.
Don't miss the forest for the trees.
Lynn, I will tell you, I am so nervous about bugs. So far, it's been like warm and cold here. And we've had very, very few bugs in the house. But in the summertime, it's a constant battle to keep the bugs out and us in. Well, we don't have to keep us in as much, mostly just the bugs out. And right now, I've knocked holes in my house from the ceiling down through the floor. There's no, I mean, I've sprayed all over the area, but bugs will be coming in, and I'm not excited about it.
Fighting. I don't know who won.
Hopefully we'll have all this patched up here in the next couple of weeks. And did you get the video I sent? Was it via email or via text? I get a lot of videos, and I don't remember which one you sent. Let's see. I think I got the comment that says don't put it in chat. I thank you very much. Kind words. But I won't share that as per request. I probably got it. I'm just looking to see.
Squirrel.
And which I don't see which video you sent. It was not just recently. I saw a lot of them this morning. But all right, Berkshire, England. Wow, I was in Berkshire. Is that Aylesbury? Is Aylesbury in Berkshire? I've been in Aylesbury, which I think is like the highest point in the county, maybe even in the country. Elevation 600 feet or something. Is that right? Aylesbury, Watford, Rickmansworth, that area. Rob loves when you have bug problems. Rob is amazing. He has been just incredibly kind and generous. Send it to the burner, not for the show, but I didn't want it buried. Got it, Aurora. Thank you very much. At least the bug I sent won't be crawling at you. Bug Dugger, you're right. Thank you very much. Let's see. Anything else? Plant peppermint to keep bugs away. Diatomaceous earth works. Very few bugs in South Dakota. Want to switch? But you're cold up there. It gets cold. Mrs. R.A. can't do the cold. It's just not fun. Stacy, I'm going to have to time you out on the channel here before the kids see this. The best was the same week that Peter had the roach issue as well. I saw that. That was so good. Peter's a little braver than I am. He just squished the bug. I've never squished a cockroach in my life. Let's see, how do I qualify for a gift membership? Great question on that. If somebody types !gifts in chat, we just need one person to do it. Oh, and I just got your text again. Let's see. Oh, the cat in the water. Yes, I saw this one. The cat's obsessed with water. This is not my cat. Not my cat at all. If somebody types this word, gifts, in chat, it puts this link on the screen. And if you click on this link, it will take you to a page where you can turn on the gift settings. And by turning it on, it means you have to take the slider and move it to the right on your screen. That's it. So the slider goes over to the right, which if you look here, it looks to the left. It should go, you know which right is, right? Move the slider to the right. So over here, it should go like this, but on this camera, it should go like that. But as I'm seeing it, anyway, it should be blue when it's turned on instead of gray. It should be blue. All that does is it tells YouTube that you are willing to accept a gift if they so choose you, and then from there on, the best thing to do is just to be here in chat to sort of hang out and participate. I personally believe it helps if you like the channel. It helps me. I'd like to think that it helps you receive a gift as well. But other than that, YouTube is sort of quiet about what they what they use and how they choose people to win. But generally, we have seen that people who have recently participated in chat are frequently winners. I live in Florida, so I'm like RA when it comes to roaches. You know all about the southern Febreze. 2 days I turn orange. Lois, I'm so excited for you. That is really cool. Let's see. I think that's all we have this morning. We don't have to whoop whoop like the channel. Yep, Amy, appreciate it. Billion Citadas are coming your way this spring. They are so loud. If you've never been on the East Coast, I realize we had Citadas. I think they're called cicadas, right? Cicadas. Out west, we had them, but it was rare. You'd like find one bug, like it's like one bug in a day. You're like, oh, I can hear a bug loud in the tree. I came to North Carolina, and when I was looking at houses, I went to I think it was like Scotland Neck or something like that. It was a town. It's a bird sanctuary. Trees everywhere. And I got out of the car, and the forest was yelling at me. It was like oppressively just all these cicadas, just deafeningly loud. And I could not believe it. They're so annoying. We have them here, and they're monstrous. You mostly find their shells because they shed their husk, and they like grow into another larger beast. I don't know. They turn into a dragon or something, and so their husk is like a 3-inch long. It looks like a 3-inch long horsefly, right? And they'll just leave it, legs and all, just sitting there, and then they sort of crawl out the back and fly away. But they're so loud, so loud. Paula, you guys are amazing. Thanks for the kind words. I'll see if I can get a picture of one because I've had them like I don't know how fast they molt, but they'll like crawl up on the car tire and just molt and just fly away, and then you've got the shell of a bug just sitting on your car tire. They're really very few spiders here, Ashley, especially indoors. We get almost zero spiders inside. The cicadas are about as big as birds, so the birds I think leave them alone. Fascinating creatures. They like live in the ground for years and then jump out of the ground one year. We do have the fireflies, the lanternflies as well. My kids absolutely love them. Oh, wait. Lanternflies? Are they different than fireflies? I don't know what a lanternfly is, if it's a bad thing. We have the little glow bugs that fly around at night you can catch. Okay. Do you get your house treated for bugs? Yes, we do. We need to do it again this year. We've treated the Airbnb more aggressively than we've treated our house. But I've seen one bug in the Airbnb, and it was while we were still before we had doors on the unit. So it's nice. It's good. Rick, I need some pointers because I'm losing this battle. They're invasive. The lantern. I don't know what they are then. Lightning bugs are really cool. We really like them. All right. I'm going to die with a birthday April Fool's gift I'm sending. Oh, great. Red pen. I don't know. I have no words. All right, let's see. I'm not going to waste your time anymore because the bathroom has work that needs to be done, and I can take about an hour and do that, and I'll be back. So we'll be back in an hour and 15 minutes, roughly, once this is over, and we'll be starting with the Arizona trial. I think I can make a thumbnail for that now. I still haven't finished the thumbnail, so we're still using the old one as I work on the thumbnail. You guys have given me a bunch of great ideas for what to do, but let's see. We are on, this is part 9, but it's not day 9. So I've divided it 2 parts every day, plus 2 parts during the open. See, it's going to start at 11:15 Eastern. So the thumbnail is up right now. for our I guess our morning show, which starts almost in the afternoon. Still need a Mountain Dew emoji. Ashley, the YouTube tricked me. They told me I needed a certain number more members before I get more emojis. But there was a time when we had just an incredible boom of members. And I made all the emojis that they allowed at that point, and then it dropped back down. And they're telling me how many I need till I get to the next level where it frees up emoji. But I still have emojis from when we were up higher. And so it's going to take some time before I can get new emojis in. They tricked me that way. I've said only this many times I'd be happy to place the images around the thumbnail for you. Steven, we might take a couple volunteers on this one. Just a couple. We're not going to have a huge crowd of people in there. Court is live today, Maisla. It's just going to start in about an hour and a half. We need to get RA another manhunt. Maybe Saturday. No, I'll be working on the bathroom Saturday. I don't know. There might be something on Saturday. We'll do a live stream. We'll see. If there is. If there's not, we won't. But are you tiling your bathroom? Celestial Force, I'd like to. I'd like to use the big 2 foot by 2 foot tiles because I suck at it. So I figure the fewer seams, the better, right? Less grout, the better. It's just like if I could do a solid slab, granite slab floor, I would do that, but that would be super heavy. I don't know how to cut holes or anything. So an Easter manhunt. It's like an Easter egg hunt, but a manhunt. That would be great. Stream me working on the bathroom. Say no to crack, and Angie. That's all I'm going to say on that one. No, the problem is the bathroom is smaller than most of your closets. It's just the way the house was built. All my rooms are about 15 by 15 feet in the house, except the bathroom, which is 4 feet by 8 feet. There's just not much room to set up a camera and live stream from. Let's see. All right, that's it. I think we've had enough fun today. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everyone who joined, especially for the birthday songs, for those who are celebrating their birthdays. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here and get ready for the live stream, which will happen in about an hour and 15 minutes. We don't know how long Court's going to run today. It should be a little bit shorter, so expect an early out, which is good for those of us on the East Coast. Bathroom exhaust fans are great places to... Graders, you're in trouble. All right, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe until we go live again in about an hour and 15 minutes. We have the new video is up. New video is up. We already have SF in Texas who's won the internet there, so that's good news. It's good news. We're in good hands over there. Let me, I will redirect us to there. I'm not going to break it this time. Last time I broke it. Okay, so let's see. Edit. The portal must work here. Just 1 second. It's taking its sweet time. Apparently it doesn't want to work at all. Yeah, nothing happening. Another screen somewhere? I don't get. Okay, I can't make a portal. My portals are broken. Anyway, we'll see you over there on the other live stream. I may give out a couple people access to the thumbnail with some strict rules, but we'll go from there. You guys, thank you very much. We'll see you in a little bit. Have a great morning. Bye bye.